Christwood here, 11:50 a.m., July 6, 2022. I just want to say congratulations to Spencer Mills, OPP Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, Staff Sergeants Shannon Cork, ex-Chief Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, Shelley Hafner, was lying, calling her name Huffington, Stacy, mental health worker, congratulations, you're doing this, you're dumbing me down to dumb me down. William Billy Woldridge, OPP boss, inmate sex offender, identity thief, brain damaging piece of shit, remote neuromonitoring using fucking garbage, boss, co-offender to OPP drug trafficker, human sex trade slavery trafficker. He was stalking children with and for the chief for pedophilia, sex slavery trafficking. They are drug traffickers. They are guilty of stalking. They are guilty of putting William Woldridge's fake name, obviously, because he's an identity thief and he's working for the cops. They took out his prisoner tracking. They put it onto me for framing, for this identity theft, for tracking me. I am a victim of their human trafficking. I am a victim of identity changes, identity theft. I am a victim of being skull split, seriously brain injured, body damaged, lies, time buying, cover-ups, arrest refusals except for on their victims. Doctors here are aiding in covering up crimes with and for Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. They are guilty of the murdered and missing. They are guilty of framing victims. They are guilty of human trafficking victims. This is a revenge retaliation crime on me for speaking of their crimes. Since 2019, I've been shot by ex-chief and someone in a black truck. August of 2019, they went by, I waved, or he waved, I waved back, black truck pulled up, pointed something, shot it, went into my right ear, been screwed since. Medical blacklisting, discrimination, medical treatment refusals, 100% negligent. Since 2019, doctors here, Dr. Tatiana V, A.K. Margie V, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Sue, Dr. Ambimbola, Dr. Tanya, blonde-haired woman, triages, David and Terry, them with Blair Hardy, William Woldridge, 149 Center Street, North. How too convenient that you were standing outside of the Loaf and Ale yesterday when I walked by when I was on my way to the hospital. That was with intent. You knew where I was going to be. You were standing there, and that is why the cops were going by at the exact same time I walked by you. That was a fucking setup to see if I would react on you so they could have unjustifiable justification for their crimes against me, to try to make me look publicly fucking crazy. I'm not giving you the chance to do that to discredit me in any way, shape, or form. You've already done enough. You're guilty of kidnapping, sex assaults, totally injuring me, having doctors refuse me treatment to aid in your crimes, being surrounded by hands on guns for wanting arrests, and then co-conspiring with doctors for speaking of their crimes and wanting arrests. You have me falsely charged, and now you're in the attempt of starting your bullshit again to do it all over again because of me wanting outside cops to come in and make arrests on OPP cops and doctors and others for felony crimes here that they are guilty of, which I have proven, especially my identity theft and changes, my skull deforming, and everything else. I was even given fake CAT scans by the hospital. Compliments of Tatiana, who happens to be Stacy's girlfriend. So, these doctors are guilty of aiding and abetting in felony crimes with inmates, with OPP cops. You are guilty of ending bloodlines. Anything happens to me, you are guilty of murder, not suicide, not self-harm like the lies have been cast against me to get away with this. There is no psychological history. I had no neurological histories or problems prior to this. I hadn't had to went to a hospital or a doctor in approximately 10 years prior to 2019 when this all started to me, after me being shot in the ear. And then the lies, time buying, cover-ups, the deforming. I no longer have nothing left of myself because of this piece of shit. So congratulations, you did murder me. You are guilty of murder, and my skull now sounds fucking hollow. There is nothing left. All of this could be 100% medically proven. But doctors, when you're involved in covering up crimes and co-committing, you refuse treatment. You make patients wait because you don't want to give them the proof that they need and that they know that they can get. Congratulations, by the way, Tyler Lake. Congratulations, Blair Hardy, who is allegedly sitting in Quinny on drug charges. He is in there still using remote neuromonitoring on me. All it takes is a cell phone or computer, either the cell phone given to him by a cop, as he is co-offender with OPP, human trafficking, and drug trafficking. A cell phone or a computer he was given or hooped up his ass. That's all he needs, and he is still broadcasting on me. There's a Bert and a Maggie. There's Ray Ray. There's Tyler Lake. There's Jabin Osteen. There's Sam. There's Michelle. So congratulations, my identity theft is fucking done. My skull deforming is completely done. You bunch of fucking junky, psychotic cocksuckers. I'm fucking gonna be 50 years old in a couple weeks, and I'm being lived through and being changed to look like fucking Tyler Lake, a fucking scumbag junkie who is approximately only 30 years old, to frame me for fucking OPP fun, for your revenge attempt, for your revenge retaliation. And that's what it's about, because you're human traffickers. This is how people are getting framed. This is how people are getting murdered. And this is how people are disappearing through human trafficking, right? OPP, right? Lennox and Ennington Hospital, you and your inmates and your fucking drug-fed, money-paid junkies on the streets here that you're using for gang stalking. So, you pay just the right amount of people, you've given them just the right amount of drugs, you bought just the right amount of time, as this has been going on for 3 years, and me not being able to get help because of being blocked. Because every time I go out, you have remote neuromonitoring on me, you have prisoner tracking on me illegally. I've been kidnapped 24 hours after asking for help and arrest for cops and doctors here through Shelley Huffington, May 27th, or not Huffington, Hafner, May 27th, 2021, and the bitch still needs to answer for that. I've been accused of being a self-harmer, a suicidal self-harmer. None of it's true. I've been trying to get help. Mentally, this is done. Even my skull feels hollow now. So, to my family, I love you, and remember, this is murder, and they are guilty of stalking and murdering our mother, Sharon, on December 20, 2020. You are guilty of murdering my mother, Blair Hardy, William Wooldridge, OPP bitches, and it was done by Staff Sergeant, or it was done by Spencer Mills and Stacy, mental health worker. They were stalking her. He was calling her mom. He was using R&M on her, causing her cancer. It was done with intent. Everything has been premeditated and intent since 2019. Congratulations, you cocksuckers. I have no feeling left on my right side whatsoever. Nothing. It's dead. Christ would love all, hate none. This can all be medically proven too, but when your doctor's involved in covering crimes for cops who are nothing but psychopath murderers and your inmate bosses criminally, you do what you have to, and then you criminalize your victims to take attention off your crimes, to fuck them over even more. How nice. Christ would love all, hate none.